Welcome to the Spelling Bee Ninja podcast. We're on a mission to bring the fascinating world of history to life, one story at a time. If you love learning, especially about pivotal moments that shaped our world, be sure to subscribe for more engaging educational content. Join our community of curious minds, and let's dive into the rich tapestry of history together. Let's embark on the journey of understanding World War I, often referred to as the Great War. This conflict, which lasted from 1914 to 1918, had a profound impact on the course of history. Its roots can be traced back to several complex and interconnected causes that include militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. At the center of this tapestry of tension was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary on June 28, 1914. This single event triggered a chain reaction of alliances and hostilities that spiraled into a full-blown war. As nations mobilized their armies, the stage was set for one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. The war marked a period where traditional combat faced a harrowing evolution. On the Western Front, soldiers often fought from trenches, leading to a stalemate. Contrary to the mobility of earlier warfare, this resulted in a grueling deadlock where advances were measured in yards, not miles. Soldiers endured harsh conditions in these trenches, mud, rats, and the omnipresent threat of enemy fire created a hellish reality. Over time, trench warfare proved both physically and psychologically taxing. However, the war was also characterized by new technological advances like tanks and aircraft, which began to change the dynamics of battle. The British were the pioneers in tank development, introducing this new machinery during the Battle of the Somme in 1916. While these initial tanks were often slow and unreliable, they represented a significant shift in military tactics as they began to break through enemy lines where infantry could not. Meanwhile, the brutal use of poison gas led to a new level of horror on the battlefield. Interestingly, while gas masks became more effective, most casualties during the war were caused by artillery. This overwhelming use of artillery shells accounted for about 60% of all deaths. The war also saw significant turning points in alliances and strategies. The United States entered the conflict in 1917, influenced heavily by Germany's resurgence of unrestricted submarine warfare. Moreover, the infamous Zimmermann telegram further intensified American involvement by revealing Germany's attempts to recruit Mexico as an ally against the United States. As the war drew to a close, a historic moment took place on November 11, 1918. The armistice was signed at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. However, fighting continued right up to that moment, exemplifying the urgency and desperation on both sides. Following the war, the Treaty of Versailles imposed harsh terms that aimed to hold the Central Powers accountable, yet many historians argue that these stringent measures contributed to the conditions that sparked World War II. A poignant highlight of World War I was the famous Christmas Truce of 1914. During this surreal moment, soldiers from both the British and German sides laid down their weapons, exchanged greetings, and even played football in no man's land. It was a brief but powerful reminder of shared humanity amid the chaos of war. Overall, World War I was a conflict unlike any before it, involving over 65 million soldiers, with an estimated 9 to 11 million killed and 21 million wounded. It stands as one of history's deadliest conflicts, leaving a lasting legacy that still echoes through our world today. Understanding these events is essential in appreciating the broader implications of war and peace in global history. To summarize, we've explored the journey of World War I, from its complex causes rooted in militarism and alliances to the battlefield innovations like tanks and poison gas. We've also touched on significant events such as the American entry into the war, the pivotal armistice, and the chilling Christmas truce that momentarily illuminated the darkness of war. It's essential to recognize how the outcomes of World War I not only redefined nations but also set the stage for future global conflicts, highlighting the importance of diplomacy and historical awareness. Thank you for listening to this episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you gained valuable insights into World War I and its lasting impact on our world. Don't forget to subscribe for more educational content. Join us next time as we continue to explore the stories that shape our history. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.